let's turn off the Taylor Swift.
I don't know, people might have liked it. They like British Siri.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Tiffany.
And we're the Terra girls. We are on an adventure again. We are always going somewhere.
Yeah, I love it.
Today we are headed to Terra Physical Therapy, up by in the Target shopping plaza right here in Cleveland. Yep. They are another great. I thought maybe you'd like chip in.
I know. I like almost did, but I just assumed you would just keep going.
You're right. They are another super great sponsor and supporter of the Cleveland Half Marathon, which is coming up on October 1st. So we are excited to visit them and have them teach us a little bit about physical therapy, what they do, and how to stay healthy running.
I know. I'm excited.
Me
I'm
too.
hoping they'll show us some exercises, some stretches.
Yes.
You know, prevent
Looking
some
forward
running
to
injuries.
that. Yep.
But also, we get to go to the Target shopping center. So
We were just talking about between Terra Running Company and the Target shopping center, there are 10 ways to go, but none of them are quick. It's about the furthest you can get away from each other in Cleveland. That's not exactly true, but they're pretty on the opposite ends.
There's so many ways. You could get on 75 if you wanted.
Yeah, I never do that.
Me neither. I did for like a little stint here. I was like, oh, it's fast, but then that light after you get off,
and then
not worth it.
like I feel like that's the least safe road. Tiffany goes in front of Cleveland State where there's speed bumps. I like to avoid the speed bumps. I prefer Peerless.
It's fair.
A lot of people just head down Keith Street and then down Paul Huff.
See, that's the longest way.
Yes.
That is the longest
and with
way.
the most lights.
Yeah. Now I want to like time it.
If you like map it from Target to Terra, it's all the ways are like the same time, same distance.
What does it default you to do?
I think this down Peerless.
Okay.
Because it's the same distance, but it doesn't have all the lights.
Yeah.
Is this getting boring?
Probably.
This is real life. This is
what's happening. But we aren't getting lost.
Nope. We don't have Siri.
We don't have British Siri on today.
Believe me, I could fall asleep and know how to get to Target. So we'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. We just passed the Mars factory, where they make M&Ms and Twix.
Cleveland, Tennessee almost always smells like candy.
Yep.
So if you've never been, come to Cleveland.
It really is a good selling point.
Honestly, it's like heaven. I think smells like M&Ms, and so does Cleveland.
You know what's the best? The best is when you're on the Greenway running.
Yep.
And you kind of get to like around the high school, Cleveland High School, which is right kind of near the M&M, the Mars factory, and suddenly you'll just smell like marshmallows, and you're just like, wow.
Heaven.
Except then I want to eat them when I'm running. So.
Then I want to eat a handful of M&Ms. Yeah. So we are gonna, in true Terra Girls fashion, go to Chick-fil-A after.
Oh yes. We're healthy again. We'll hopefully do some stretches, maybe some exercises.
Talk about running, you know.
Yeah, it just really makes you feel good about yourself. And then we're gonna eat
Chick-fil-A.
Which is, everyone knows, is the healthiest fast food place.
Absolutely. If you need something quick, but not super unhealthy, Chick-fil-A is great.
Not unhealthy at all.
I said not super unhealthy. So I parked a little close. This is a common theme. And I make it impossible for people to get out.
Okay. Got it.
Great job. Thanks. So we are at Terra. We're headed in.
everybody. We are here at Cora Physical Therapy, right here in the Target Shopping Center, and we're here with Brandon.
Hey guys, my name is Brandon. I'm the clinic manager at Core Physical Therapy in Cleveland, and I want to kind of give you guys a quick view of the clinic. So come on back. I'd like to introduce you to James Allison. He's our regional manager and clinic manager over our Athens, Tennessee clinic. And this is Adam Dunlap. He is our staff clinician at our Athens clinic.
And Adam's a runner and will be joining us for the 5K at the Cleveland Half Marathon.
I'll be there.
Woo.
Yes, you will.
All right, guys, what are we gonna do? What are we doing today?
So James, can you tell us a little bit about Cora and what you do here in Cleveland?
So Cora is a nationwide company, top 5 in the nation. We have over 250 clinics, looking to add up to 600 in the next several years. Your Tennessee region has 18. Tennessee and Kentucky is our main region here. Cleveland is our newest location, a beautiful state-of-the-art facility, which you've already seen. Cora, depending on the facility, specializes in different things. This one in particular is across-the-board sports medicine is our bread and butter. Athletes we see a lot, see from the college, some of the club sports teams. The whole point of why we're here with Terra and trying to get involved with the community is because we want to give back. Okay, we see a lot of patients that come from doctors' offices, but we also want to have just a community presence to utilize what is known as direct access. Direct access is essentially coming to therapy without a doctor's referral. A lot of people don't realize that you can, but Brandon, myself, and Adam are all doctors of our profession, which is why the state of Tennessee allows this. So being involved in the community, and you, the runners, if you guys have the wear and tear, your tendonitis, some of that stuff, you come see us without the referral, and we can help you initially. And then if we need to go to a doctor, we have all of them on the list, and we know where you should be directed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good to know.
Yes,
we
a
get
lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, a lot of runners in the store that do races, that are training for long stuff, that don't realize that they could come straight to you. That's really nice.
And that's why we're going to be involved with you all and be out
Yeah.
there at the race, and we'll show some of the services that we can perform and get you all ready before and after. And we'll even do some demonstration with Adam today to show you all.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are we going to put Adam through?
So Adam is actually a very avid runner, good shape, a little bit jealous. I'm trying to be better because of him. But with that in the runners, you get a lot of ankle, knee injuries. You'll hear the word tendonitis, which is very common. It's essentially just inflammation of your tendons and your muscles. Adam's case, his Achilles is bothering him quite a bit. It's an extension of your calf muscle up here. It extends all the way down into the heel. People will get heel pain, foot pain, even some into the calf. But when you're exercising a lot, you can get those tendons inflamed. So what therapy helps is we can accelerate the healing process essentially and help improve the flexibility, mobility, whether it's the ankle joint that's causing it or just general overuse where we got to tell them, why don't you just calm down a little bit. But one of the services is called dry needling, very similar to acupuncture, but we're utilizing the nervous system and the nerve distribution throughout the leg and where we want to put the needles and help calm down the systemic inflammation. So with people like Adam, who's training to run, a lot of times when these kind of athletes are either training for the race or you're trying to recover after the race. Therapy helps with both, okay? And what the dry needling does is it reduces that systemic inflammation that's caused from being active. When we work out and we become inflamed, that is microscopic tearing of your muscles and systemic inflammation being caused. You do not have to swell to be inflamed internally. So what we're going to do is we're going to help actually get him a little bit earlier prepared. We'll also be out there at the race working on him so he can put on that Cora shirt and win the race.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's our goal.
Okay, awesome. We're not a hammer, you heard that.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
No pressure.
All right, let's do it.
So again, this is called dry needling. It's called dry needling because we're utilizing just simply dry needles. We're not injecting anything. When people get steroid injections and stuff, those are actually considered wet needles because there is fluid entering the body from them. These are very similar to acupuncture. There's nothing in them, okay? And Brandon's approach is going to go in and around the tendon, also directly into some of the symptomatic points. We may notice that there's massive trigger points built up in the muscles, which develop in runners a lot. And you just go in there, you poke a hole in it, okay? That's essentially all that it is. If you think about inflammation being contained in one segment of the body, specifically his lower leg, And that's similar to water being contained in a balloon. You take a very thin needle, you poke that balloon, it's going to disperse what's inside of it. So that's essentially what is happening here, is all that stress that's, intended to stay in there, we're not going to let it.
Tender off in there. A little bit. Right over in there. Okay.
People hear the word needle and they think, oh my gosh, it's like getting a shot. I don't like it. Tiffany's over here stressing out. As therapists, to be certified in this, you actually have to have it done to yourself. So we know what it's like. We even get it in our foreheads, cheeks, because people that suffer from headaches actually have common causes in their face and their head and their neck. In this case, we don't have to worry about Adam's head. But this is relatively painless. You don't even know that it's there. There's some spots, if you're really symptomatic, you might get it and be like, ooh, it gives you a little zing, but then it goes away very quickly. Very, very quickly. And these are about 2-inch needles that are actually going into Adam's leg. You see, he's just hanging out like it's nothing. He's also had this done many a times. Tiffany, you okay over there?
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. I hate needles.
Yeah.
But also, I have a lot of tightness from running. My hips and my calves, my Achilles also. So I've thought about this. I've seen it done to people.
In your case, what we would do, if you ever wanted to come in and try this, you're going to lay down, okay? So even if you have like a sweat response or you start to get lightheaded just because of the stress from the needle, you're already laying down.
Yeah.
You're going to have a pillow. A lot of times if you're that stressed, it's fine. We'll just have you where you can't see it,
Yeah.
right? And then you don't even worry about it. All you feel is like, ooh, okay. And then it's gone. Some of them you don't even feel. Some, it's like a tiny, like you get your finger pricked when they take your blood, but it is nothing like getting a shot. It's definitely nothing like getting an injection. How you doing over there, Adam? And really, so it goes into muscles in the belly and the tendons. So as long as he lays there and relaxed, he won't even know that they're there. Now, if he starts flailing his foot and everything, it's within a muscle, so that's going to make it feel a little bit more uncomfortable.
Coming in
Coming in hot here.
to see those.
So the purple caps are actually 2 inches, and the blue cap there at the bottom is 1 inch.
You can see here with this needle, it's kind of pointed sideways. It's how much tension he has in his Achilles tendon.
So the tendon of your Achilles is the strongest in the body. With strongest comes a lot of density and thickness. A lot of people refer to it as a heel cord, okay, because it does have that kind of layout to it. So
Brittany's
try to get
freaking
those
out,
things.
guys. Brittany's freaking out.
It just stuck one right in his Achilles.
Yep. So brain is going all around the muscle belly. The nerve that actually runs through here, your sural nerve and your tibial nerve, goes right smack that down the center, but it also splits and goes out here, so you can see why Brandon has some in the center, some out to the side, and then you go right into the symptomatic points. What he's going to do here, actually a TENS unit is going to hook to those needles. Okay, so these needles that are going 2 inches, 1 inch into his leg, you hook that TENS unit current, and that's going to give him that deep of a sensation versus what a lot of people just have the pads and they put it on their skin. That's only going as far as your skin. This is actually going to go deep into his body and give him that feel-good sensation. And believe it or not, it does feel phenomenal.
Like a massage.
Yeah, you can actually turn it up enough to where the needles start to move by themselves, and it will somewhat massage the muscle.
You can see
Oh
the
my gosh.
rhythmatic pulsing of the muscle. This goes a long way with recovery, and then also with relaxation of those tight muscles.
Yep. So essentially, it's going to fatigue that muscle out by doing that. It's as if we did this for 10 minutes, he's going to do 10 minutes of just calf contractions there. Okay, so when we pull those out, what we would have done beforehand is done a measurement to kind of see what we're trying to achieve. If it's just pain, well, that's your measurement. How's your pain after this? Or if we've got ankle stiffness and motion loss with it, we would check that, and then afterwards we would recheck it. 99.9% of the time, you're going to see some kind of functional change when you do this. And if you're having these issues, you're going to have some kind of mobility issues as well. So he just hangs out and relaxes. Well done, Adam.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Tiffany's next.
I'm worried about him.
I'm doing great. I think seeing it done and seeing how he's handling it, like he's not in any pain. He might have some fun situation that he's feeling in the pulsing, but
And you can feel it. You can feel it. The muscle tightening and relaxing back and forth. It's not painful.
Yeah.
So this is one of the many services that we offer your runners, your athletes, and everything. When we are out at the race, on October 1st. We will not be providing this. This has to be done in the clinic. Now, if any of you all want to have it done, you come in here. Brandon will be your guy. Now, some of the other services we'll be offering in here and actually out at the race: massage, stretching. We have cupping, which is a good suction therapy, and then we also do scraping, which can help with your tendonitis and the muscle tensions. Those would be the main things. But we'll be out there discussing and giving business cards so if people want to set up appointments. Again, you don't need the referral to come have this done, so come see us.
So Brittany just finished a marathon, and I think she should, come get some.
I know. I'm thinking about it. I still have some tightness in my calves, around my shins. Yep, here they are.
You have them done?
What?
You gonna lay down and have them done?
I'd do it if you want to do it.
I want to do it.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So
What if I do that? What if I flex?
It's just not going to feel good. You won't do anything drastic. It's going to feel like a really strong cramp, as I described it. All right. So good calves here.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay. So let's go right into that spot. We are good at finding those spots. You may not even.
You don't have any needles, right?
No needles. How are you in there?
Yeah. I'm inside.
Inside. You definitely have some rubber spots. All right. What about the Achilles itself is okay? So I won't go directly into your Achilles, but I'll go just above it and we'll go muscle up there. Sound good? Sound great?
Should you tell me before you needle?
I'll count down for you.
I didn't realize you had such a strong aversion to needles.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm doing this.
You needed it. This is good for you.
This is very good.
Maybe don't tell me.
Now, again, low dose, which means I'm only going to use 5 needles, but these are 6 inches long, so it's going to come out the other side of your bust.
Stop it. This is not funny.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at that. She didn't feel it, everybody.
All right, so now we're going to put it in. That's it. 2 down. You're doing great. Doing great. All right, a little bit further down. Center the calf. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. So even if we hit those certain spots and we kind of jump, it's more of just the shock of it happening, but then it eases off, right?
I'm over dramatizing it. It doesn't actually hurt. I just hate needles so much. I can't stop thinking about how there's
Again, it's the idea. You know, there's needles sticking out of my leg, but these look nice if I say so myself.
Look at that.
It's good.
Bringing healing to your muscles.
We'll leave these in here for a few minutes. There are certain techniques that we can do to the needle. Since I'm not going to do 10 minutes of electricity, I will use a couple different techniques where it's pretty cool. So this top needle, this bottom needle, and through her Achilles. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to twist this needle this way. She's going to feel that. And I'm going to twist this needle that way. So what's happening is you think about fork and spaghetti. You're rolling along. I'm twisting these in opposite directions. So without her actually actively doing any stretch, these needles are pulling her Achilles some to give her an internal stretch. Do that a little bit here as well. Okay. And we'll just let them relax.
As best as you can.
So, did you expect to get needled today?
No. No, I did not.
Good sport.
It really doesn't hurt. It's just like in my head that there's needles in my legs right now. When he pushed them in, they hurt a little bit. Like I could feel it, but you're right. It doesn't feel like a shot. It feels like something sharp that I touched.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't hurt at all. But I am trying to keep my legs relaxed, which is hard. I want to flex so much that I push the needles out. I don't know if that's possible.
twist them a little bit more. One final move. Okay, one other technique here for the sake of time. It's called a piston technique, P-I-S-T-O-N. It's basically where I take a single needle and I can move it out and I can change the angle, go another direction. Pull it out, go another direction. So I was talking about poking holes and releasing the muscle. I can take a single needle and go different directions and poke multiple holes, depending on which direction you want to go. 6, 7, 8 different directions. It's her first time, so I don't want to get too aggressive with it. Have her. Yeah, she's good. She's got enough holes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Okay, you're done. That was it.
Is my leg all bloody?
Not at all.
Good job. All right, so then the next moment of truth is if you were having active pain, I would say, well, how do you feel now? Okay. For you, it was more tightness, and we had some ankle stiffness. Let's see how the motion is. So stand in. Yep. We'll do this one again. So we have 25 to begin with. 33. Wow. It's not bad. When we stretch with only our legs straight, we're only hitting one part of the whole complex. So your concept where you talk about, is it like this that you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so your leg is straight. What you can add in is actually bend the knee. Okay? That's going to pull a whole lot deeper into your calf. That's going to hit your soleus, which is the deeper one. Most people think about the gastroc, which is the big, thick muscle belly. So leg is straight, gastrocnemius, if you want to get real fancy, or soleus with the knee bent. Okay? And then you can do this for several second holds, or you can do it to where you kind of just lean in and lean out of it. The most important thing, though, is before the race, is that you do something to warm up your ankles or warm up your calves. Don't just get out of bed and start running.
That's exactly what I do.
That's one of the biggest things with injuries is that we don't warm up. A good warm up, you should have a light little sweat going, and then you get going. And that can help with the training errors and the training injuries.
Yeah.
So that's one part, and then the next one, take a half foam, which not everyone has these readily available, so something to where you can load your foot up onto it. Okay? Roll up a towel real thick. That would work. And then affected leg is on it, your heel's on the ground, and you step over, tap the opposite foot, and you come back.
With shoes or without shoes?
Either one's fine.
Okay.
Either one's fine. That's it. So this is not necessarily a hold or a stretch. This is more like a mobilization, because when we're running, again, we strike that heel. And then what happens? Well, our heel striked, leg swinging through, and then it's going to reset. So this just kind of helps glide the Achilles to get used to that motion. All right, and I would do this 10, 15, 20 times. You can compound that with toe touching, which you already do when you're offloaded. Compound this knee bent, touching your toes. That's another good one. I think in your case, you need to add in more knee bent so that your soleus is getting some love.
Yeah. So tap.
Yeah. And it can be a little bit of a balance thing too, so you
Yeah.
can always have something to hold on to. As you're doing that, when you step forward, you're probably feeling some pulling going onto the back of the leg.
Yep. Cool.
Yep. And then, obviously, whatever else we found going on in the leg and some of your other complaints we would address. But that's kind of how we would get started. Definitely some things to help warm up the legs.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't think I was going to be the one with needles in my leg when I walked in here. It really was not bad at all. And that added mobility just after that short treatment is so worth it, because I have been dealing with that calf for a while. So that's a huge help. And it's pretty quick.
That's one treatment, 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
Thinking if we see you consistently for therapy 1, 2, 3 times a week for several weeks, especially leading up to the big race, you're going to be feeling looser than you ever have.
Wow.
Going in full speed ahead, just like Adam's going to be.
Wow. Adam, who's going to win.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you showing us around and supporting the half marathon and sticking needles in my leg. And yeah, I'll forgive you for that, Sam.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and people can see you guys at the race, right? Finish line?
Yes, we will be out there at the finish line. And start, we'll be out there 7:30, set up until the end of the race. So if you all need anything beforehand or afterwards, we'll be there for all of it.
Awesome. We're so
Look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
We're back in the car after I got dry needled at Cora.
I loved it. We didn't know what to expect. And yeah, they were like, we're gonna do some dry needling. And look, we didn't talk about this last week, but Brittany did run a marathon, like what, 2 weekends ago?
Last weekend. Not like 5 days ago, but like 9 days ago.
Right.
And they were dry needling, and Tiff was like, Brittany needs it done.
Yeah, because she's tight.
I am very tight, but also I hate needles.
I did not know that.
She didn't know that when she volunteered me for it. It was, okay, I'm going to be honest. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I would go back. I would get that done again. Because I can already feel my calf is like sore from it affected it. And they only did 5 needles.
Mm-hmm.
And he barely messed with them because I was being so dramatic. So imagine if I had let him like put the things on them and make them shake in my leg. It feels really good now.
Yep. So even if you don't have an injury, but you're just a little tight, you should come by and see them. I also thought it was super good to know that you don't need a referral. You can just go directly to them.
Yeah, it's state by state, and in Tennessee, you can go, you can go as much as you need, and usually insurance covers it, and they take direct pay if you don't have that. So we learned a lot today.
We did learn a lot today.
Tiffany learned I hate needles, so don't.
I did.
Don't volunteer me for anything else that has needles, okay?
Okay, it was for your own good.
You're right.
You were getting a free treatment.
Yeah.
She got a free treatment because of me.
You're right.
No, really because of Cora. They were being generous, and we're excited to help you.
They were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were very excited to help.
It's so tight.
Yep. So go see them. They will be excited to help you as well. It was fun, watching them get excited about their thing.
Yeah, definitely
helping runners.
And I'm really glad that they'll be at the race. They also do cupping, which I have had done before, and I love. They put a cup on your skin and then suction it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's amazing. So that was traumatic,
but also amazing.
But now I deserve Chick-fil-A.
Yep. So now we are going to get Chick-fil-A because why not?
Why not? And cupping or dry needling makes me hungry.
Exactly. All right, we just ate our Chick-fil-A for lunch. It was delicious.
I had a grilled market salad with apple cider vinaigrette dressing.
I know, she was talking on big talk about kids' meals, and then she got a salad.
Well, I either get a salad or a kid's meal.
Well, their salads are really good.
Yeah.
I got a grilled chicken sandwich with waffle fries.
Yum.
So, pretty happy.
My calf is sore.
In a good way.
It might not have been, he might not have done a lot of twisting, but it was so tight that I definitely feel it. Like, it definitely worked.
That's amazing.
I know, and it was only like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not even.
It wasn't even that. Wow. So yeah, check out Cora. They're over there by Target and Chick-fil-A. So many good reasons to go see them. Even if you don't have a full-on injury, let them help you out, and just kind of get you ready for the race, or just running in general.
Yeah, or just to keep you moving. Yep. I mean, I think that's really helpful to combat tightness and just keep you running.
Yep, and make sure you check them out at the finish line of the Cleveland Half on October 1st. So make sure you sign up for it. Again, there's also a 5K, so if you're not feeling up for or ready for a full half marathon, you can always run the 5K, and you still get all of our awesome medals and t-shirts and Kona Ice and all the good stuff.
And if you don't want to do the 5K, we are always looking for volunteers.
True.
So email Tiffany, and we will get you hooked up with a volunteer shirt. Volunteers get a free drink from Cleveland Coffee. It's super fun, and it's going to be an awesome morning. So we could definitely use the help.
Yep. We're excited.
So thanks everyone for tuning in. Be sure to check out our Terra Girls podcast in addition to the Facebook and YouTube show.
We will see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.